Welcome to the Explainer. You know, Power BI drops a ton of updates every single month, but what was the real story this past year? We're going to break down all the key updates from 2025 to uncover the major themes that show just how much the platform has transformed. So here's how we're going to break it all down. We'll start with the big picture, the overall evolution in 2025. Then we'll dive straight into the AI revolution, which, let's be honest, is changing everything. After that, we'll see how the core tools for actually building reports got a massive power up, how Power BI is plugging into your entire world, and of course, the cool new ways you can visualize your data. Then we'll wrap it all up and see what it means for you. Okay, so to really get our heads around where Power BI is going, let's start by looking back at the key moments that really define 2025. You know, the biggest change this year wasn't about a new button or a different menu. It was something deeper, a fundamental shift in how we relate to our data. We really moved from just building reports to having an actual, intelligent conversation with our data. And that changed everything. And you can really see this transformation play out across 4 key updates. The year kicked off in February with some foundational AI features and big performance boosts. By July, things were heating up with major AI enhancements. August was all about plugging Power BI into everything else, and November, that's when they put AI literally everywhere and really matured the core visuals. You can just feel the momentum building through the year, right? And that momentum brings us to our first, and you could argue, most important theme, the rise of the AI-powered analyst. This was the year Copilot went from being a cool new feature to being the absolute core of the Power BI experience. I mean, if 2024 was about introducing Copilot, 2025 was the year they made it inescapable. It went from this promising feature you might see here or there to an essential tool that's just everywhere. And they were super smart about how they rolled this out. First, it landed on tablets, putting AI right in your hands. Then, the standalone Copilot got way smarter, learning to analyze the finished report first. From there, it popped up right where you work, in SharePoint. And finally, boom, it's a full-on experience you can launch right from your phone. And this right here hits on something absolutely crucial. Microsoft got it. It wasn't enough for the AI to just be powerful. People had to trust it. So the focus really shifted to showing you how the AI was getting its answers, to peeling back the curtain. Yeah, this whole push for trust is really what forced the AI to grow up, you know? It stopped being just about getting an answer and started being about getting the right answer. And that led to a wave of features designed for accuracy and reliability. Take verified answers, for instance. This lets your data experts basically sign off on the correct answer to common business questions, building a ton of trust right away. Then they made those answers respect your report filters, so they were always in context. And when you add in smarter visual suggestions and the fact that Copilot can now document your code for you, well, you've got an AI that feels less like a gadget and more like a reliable partner. Now, what's really fascinating is that while AI was getting all the headlines, the fundamental tools, the core building blocks for analysts and developers, were getting some seriously powerful upgrades of their own. The first big story here is just raw speed. A massive 50% performance boost when you're editing models in direct lake mode. Now, that's the mode for analyzing huge data sets, and this improvement is an absolute game changer. The whole back and forth process of building a data model just got dramatically faster, saving developers countless hours. And it wasn't just about power. Some simple quality of life updates were huge too, like this grow to fit option for matrix tables. I know it sounds small, but this one little toggle eliminated one of the most tedious, repetitive jobs for report builders. Finally, no more endless, tedious fiddling with column widths. And 2025 was the year a lot of powerful features finally grew up. Things like field parameters and version history all hit general availability, or GA. When something hits GA, it means it's battle-tested, stable, and ready for prime time in big organizations. It's a huge signal of maturity for the platform's pro-developer tools. All right, so Power BI is getting smarter. It's getting faster, but that's only half the story. The other half is how it started playing way better with everything else in your data world. It's becoming Power BI everywhere. Just getting your data into Power BI got a huge upgrade. They modernized the connections for major data sources like Snowflake, Databricks, and Spark. And the big story here is this new driver they're using. It all boils down to 2 things: way better performance and much tighter security. So it's faster and safer to work with your most critical data.
But the connections weren't just about data sources. They were about connecting to people. There was a massive push to weave Power BI right into the fabric of your daily work in Microsoft 365, bringing insights to you instead of making you go hunt for them.
I mean, think about this. You can now discover a Power BI report with a simple search in Office, just like you'd find a Word doc. You can browse your entire data catalog without ever leaving Teams. You can even use Copilot on a report that's embedded in a SharePoint page. It all adds up to less time switching apps and more time actually finding answers. Of course, having all these incredible insights is one thing, but you still have to communicate them effectively. So let's look at how the tools for visualizing and telling stories with data got better this year. Okay, for anyone in finance or strategy, this one was a big deal. New custom visuals, like these things called CAGR arrows. That stands for compound annual growth rate. Basically, they make it super easy to show complex growth trends over many years, all at a single glance. Really intuitive. And it wasn't just about new chart types. The user experience got some love too. I mean, this date picker from PowerViz, it finally gave us a sleek, modern calendar for filtering dates. People have been asking for something like this for ages, and it's a huge improvement. But hey, it wasn't all just third-party visuals. The built-in tools got some major attention. The standard card visual, a staple of every dashboard, finally hit general availability with a huge overhaul. It now supports things like images and flexible layouts, which lets you build these beautiful, rich KPI cards that really make your key numbers pop. Okay, so we've just covered a whirlwind of updates. What does this all actually mean for you? Let's boil it all down to the key takeaways from this landmark year. The big story of 2025 is really 3 stories in one. First, AI isn't an add-on anymore, it's the new standard. It's a core part of the workflow. Second, the underlying platform is more robust than ever. It's faster, more reliable, and truly built for the enterprise. And third, Power BI doesn't live on an island. It's now deeply woven into your entire data and productivity world. And all of this leads to one final, really powerful question. For years, our ability to get answers from data was often limited by our technical skills. But now, the tools have evolved so much that the biggest barrier isn't the technology anymore. It's just the scope of our own curiosity. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer,